Hello everybody, welcome back to Swordy Quest. My name is Michael Gray, and let's get going today. Today we're going to be taking advantage of the Gather quest. I'm not going to have a chance to do much of it tomorrow, so I'm going to be getting as much gathering done as I can, because I've got dragons to go after eventually, and other enemies. And we're going to be going to the new world. So today, it's just, I know, it's always a calm session of farming. But we've got the Swordy Quest music playing in the background. We've got all of our things all set up. Let's have a good time. Have a conversation like normal people do.
Swordy Quest, night, heading, fight, button.
Gotta get a quick fight out of the way.
Fight, round 1, heading. Fight. Adventurer Newdeath Gaming sees a slippery sand snake hunting for prey.
Slippery sand snake.
Swing at sand snake 135 health. Swing at sand snake 135 health. Adventurer Newdeath.
Let's get that.
Leave the battle area having looted. But Swordy Actions homepage. Travel, gather, hunt, sleep.
Let's get our sleep out of the way.
Sleep regenerates stamina. Sleep 0 dreams. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 dreams. Sleep plus. You are sleeping. Away. Swordy Actions homepage. Travel, gather, hunt.
How is everybody enjoying update 4.6? Are you having fun? Are you doing really good? I've heard a lot of you folks are so excited about the third world coming to Swordy Quest. Are you also excited about the fact that we're going to be receiving gifts in-game now, which I'm super stoked about, and some of those gifts might contain a extra special gift, like a super extra special gift, like, Charlie, you're doing too much, man. Giving us too many goodies. Yeah, we had some cool stuff coming. Yeah, yes,
Travel, gather, hunt, clans, PvP, health, 92%, water, 91%, adventurer Newdeath game, event active, gathering weekend, gathering returns double resources.
Gathering
finishes
returns
in. Hours to go
double
23. Minutes to go 56.
Minutes to go 56. Hours a ton.
Your food, stamina. Player health is 1. Adventurer new water, health, PvP, clans, hunt, gather.
Let's get our gathering
Tap
on.
item below to gather it. Tap. Nothing left to gather from this. Tap desert shrub to gather. Tap desert shrub to.
We're gonna get our gathering on.
Gathered. Aloe gel 10. Tap cacti to gather it. Tap cacti to gather at verdict. Gathered. Cactus fruits. Tap desert shrub to. Tap desert shrub to. Gathered. Aloe gel 10. Tap cacti to gather. Tap cacti to gather at verdict. Gathered. Cactus fruit 10. Tap desert shrub to gather. Tap desert shrub to. Gathered. Aloe gel 17. Nothing left to gather. Tap desert shrub to gather. Tap desert shrub to. Gathered. Aloe gel 24. Tap cacti to gather at. Tap cacti to gather at verdict. Gathered. Cactus fruit 20. Nothing left to gather. Nothing left. Nothing left. Nothing left. Nothing left to gather from. Tap desert shrub to gather at. Tap desert shrub to. Gathered. Aloe gel 24. Aloe gel 21. Aloe gel 17.
I love it when you get a combo. I had some really cool suggestions I want to talk to you all about that came in from our live chat. And if you're not in our live chat,
nothing
what are you
left
doing?
To gather from this desert shrub square.
You gotta be in our live chats. Our live chats are where it's at. That's where folks come in and have really cool suggestions they place in the comments. That's where Charlie sometimes drops bombs, telling us about the newest updates coming, giving us super secret insider tips, letting us know about launches, and I'm getting you guys ready for launch parties of the updates. And yes, that's a thing. we have launch parties for updates. So if I know about an update and it's about to come out on a Swordy Quest day, we're having a launch party, y'all. So why are you missing all the lives? I've seen some new and heard some new people coming in, which has been amazing to hear. I want to throw some shouts out to people today. So no stress, Teresa, seeing you hanging out in there. We know who we are. I know. No stress. Thank you for coming in. No stress, Teresa. The Rear Daredevil, thank you for popping in. Blind Life, thank you so much. Charlie from Swordy Quest, of course, the developer of Swordy Quest, thank you. Jacob's been popping in. Blue's been popping in. Lizzie's been popping in. We've got God of Destruction popping in. God, are you a god? Yes. We've got God of Destruction dropping in. Double shout out for that. The Real Daredevil popping in at level 60. Nice. So many of you who have been playing, who've been coming into the live chats. So many new players, so many cool people popping in there. Chris has been popping in there. We've had Lexi popping in there. We've had several other players. I don't know your exact game name, but I do know you. Some of you actually IRL. Thank you for coming in and showing up. Just wanted to give all of you a wonderful shout out for what you're doing. And if I missed your name, it doesn't mean you don't deserve a shout out. Just want to say thank you so much for coming to the live chats. You're making it real fun. We are having such a good time. Just the fun and the jokes we have in the live chat are so cool. Just the little things that we do, you know, just talking about all the stuff we're talking about. I really thought it was really funny when the Real Daredevil said that he was like 30% hungry and 40% thirsty. I thought that was incredibly hilarious. I gotta give you credit for that one. That was so funny. Y'all just have a really just super cool sense of humor. I am very much appreciating all of y'all's amazing sense of humor, and we're having so much fun just doing our hangout. And thank you for the compliments about Little Mouse. Thank you for the compliments on the voices. Excuse me. Thank you for the compliments on the videos. I really appreciate all the goodbyes and byes and farewells. I appreciate all the hellos, good mornings, and highs. I appreciate all the corrections when necessary. I appreciate y'all dropping those comments in the comments. Those are cool. I appreciate all of you notarizing your notes. You know, I love that you guys are noting many notes. So keep noting and notarizing. Keep noting your notes, which is really, really cool. Keep commenting on comments and commenting in the comments. It's really excellent that you all are staying very actively. Your comments are very fit and active comments. So I did not get around to any extra short videos this week. Perhaps next weekend we will have one. We'll see. We'll see how my schedule looks. I am in the middle of a D&D campaign, not middle, but beginning. So the beginning part is the most time sensitive part. It is where I need to prepare everybody, but I'm also teaching at the same time. Helping people understand a complex game while also helping them prepare a character for the first time is like giving birth to several kids at the same time. It's not easy. And on top of that, I'm also helping players learn the rules and understand what they're going to be doing. So it's like being a new Swordy Quest player, but it's your first day. I mean, how much do you really know about what's going on? So think about that when you're, you know, starting a game like that. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a lot of work. So
nothing.
So yeah, I'm working on my D&D campaign, and it's
Tap Desert Shrub to gather at
Tap Desert Shrub super
Aloe Gel
busy.
21.
So yeah, I have at least
Nothing left to nothing.
Maybe...
Nothing.
I think I have about 4 character sheets to get ready for the game
Tap
tomorrow.
cacti to gather at Tap cacti to gather at verdict. Gathered.
Yeah,
Cactus
I would say I have
fruit
about 4
21.
character sheets to get done. It's no joke.
Nothing left to gather. Nothing left. Tap cacti to gather. Tap cacti to gather at verdict. Gathered. Cactus fruit 10. Tap desert shrub to gather. Tap desert shrub to gathered. Aloe gel. Tap desert shrub to gather. Tap desert shrub to gathered. Aloe gel 17. Golden gems 1. Nothing left to gather from the tap. Nothing. Tap desert shrub to get. Tap desert shrub to gathered. Aloe gel. Nothing left to. Tab bar. Cam. Tap cacti to gather. Tab bar. Cam. Tab. Spirit guide appears saying,
it's a hard
great
one.
work adventurer Newdeath Gaming. You can close spirit guide. Button. Close. Actions home. Spirit guide appears saying, a well-armored giant scorpion appears. Fight. But. Fight. Fight. Round 1. Heading. 96% chance. Swing a giant Swing a clan skill auto fight. Button. Try to flee. 66% clan skill auto fight. Button. Try to flee. Clan skill auto fight. Button. Tap to turn off auto fight option. Swing a giant scorpion. Swing a giant scorpion 104. Swing a giant scorpion 147 health.
Easy money.
Adventurer Newdeath Gaming looted water. 5. Leather. 48. Golden gems. 1.
I wish golden gems doubled.
Leave the battle area. Swordy actions homepage. Travel.
Go out there and find out what else is on here. We're gonna go check where this portal is. I think that's what we're gonna do right now.
Travel. Map page. Return to action. Map of location. Travel set. Recenter. Manually set an auto You have recent. Ocean at vertical 0. Travel 7 squares in any. Return to map of Fantasia. Return to actions homepage. Travel 7 square. Recenter the map. Travel locations. Button. Locate. Adventurer Newdeath Gaming's location is order destinations by distance or alphabetically. Tab bar. Action. Inventory. Craft.
Oops.
Tab. Actions.
Tab.
Actions homepage. Travel. Map of Fantasia. Back. Map of key map locations. Heading. Adventurer Newdeath Gaming's location is vertical 34, horizontal 27.
Okay, what else we got here?
Order destination. Order by distance. Closest desert shrubbery. Closest desert mountain. Closest ocean. Closest desert forest. Everworn farm. 3 squares away. Everworn shrine. Everworn seaport. Everworn village. Closest forest. 9. Closest mountain. Closest lake. Clearburn castle. Clearburn shrine. Closest grassland. Everworn castle. Clearburn village. 17 squares away. Vertical
Doesn't
21.
sound like it's showing us where this
Horizontal
portal is.
23. Closest shrubbery. Dragon. 20 squares away.
It's showing us where the
Vertical
dragon
39. Everworn portal.
There it is.
21 squares away.
Oh, cool. Found a portal.
Vertical 38. Horizontal 10.
Oh.
Select to set as
Wow,
destination.
it's way in the
Then
far.
select auto travel button on map page. Everworn portal. 21 squares away. Vertical 38. Horizontal 10. Select to set as destination.
It's way
Then
in the
select
lower
auto
left-hand
travel.
corner.
Barncombe Shrine. Everworn
Let's go to the
portal.
portal.
20. Travel map page.
We're gonna travel to the portal. Just to kind of hear a little bit about it. Here we go.
Manually travel to an auto travel closer to port. Selecting allowed travel destination. Ocean. Actions home. Swordy quest actions home. Fishing. Travel.
Just travel.
Map
again.
page. Auto travel closer to selecting allowed travel destination. Desert 4 Ocean Actions homepage. Travel. Hunt. Clans. PvP. Health. Water. Adventurer Newdeath Gaming. Player health is 1. Travel. Map page. Auto travel closer to portal 5 squares away. Button. Reached portal.
Alright, we're at the portal. Might as well find out what this
Actions
portal
home.
stuff is all
Swordy
about.
Quest Actions homepage. Adventurer Newdeath Gaming. Level 40 is in portal within Everwarn.
Woo,
What
we're in
next?
Everwarn portal.
Fight some real-life PvP opponents using Apple's Game Center.
Okay.
PvP. Player. Travel. Portals. Clans.
Clans.
PvP.
Portals is definitely new.
Health. Water. Adventurer Newdeath Gaming's current portals.
Let's find out what the portals do.
The portals below allow travel between different map realms.
Okay, so that makes sense. The portals allow travel between different map realms. So should we jump? We're gonna jump in here, and we're definitely gonna have to get this done.
The Beyond.
There it is, folks. The Beyond. The Great Beyond. Far. Excellent.
Unlock portal. Button. Tab bar. Selected. Actions. Tab. 1 of 5.
Okay.
Unlock portal. Button.
Let's hit the button, see what it does.
In progress. $4.99.
And
Button.
there's the cost. $4.99 to unlock.
$4.99. New map with stronger enemies.
Ooh.
Full quest system. More enemy loot.
More enemy loot is good.
$4.99.
That's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it to unlock. What else?
Restore. Button.
Alright, so that's all we have to do to unlock that. So, you know, we want to go someplace different. So, I'm going to unlock it. I'll be right back. Alright, we have purchased our ticket to a different world. And yes, we're not done with the first world. We've got to get all of our scrolls and our other stuff open. And we still got some farming to do. We need some more cactus fruit and stuff. But let's go find out what's going on here in this new world.
Use portal to travel from Fonatasia
Go
to the
ahead and
Beyond.
travel.
Button. Use portal to travel from Swordy Quest Actions homepage.
Ooh. Is that different music? Ta-da. Okay, let's find out where we are here.
Currently located in the Throne of Ivanland. Button.
Oh, the Throne of
Go to map.
Ivanland. Nice. Cool, we're in a new place.
Currently reached 13 achievement travel. Gather. Hunt.
Wonder if there's I wonder if the throne. There's a gather on the throne?
Gather.
Let's find out what the gather is here.
Tap item below
Is
to
there
gather
anything
it.
interesting here?
Tap obsidian rocks to gather at vertical 3.
There's all the
Horizontal
obsidian.
2.
Cool.
Button.
This is a good time we went here. This was definitely a good time to go here. Let's get our obsidian.
Tap burnt trees to gather. Tap burnt trees to gather at vertical 4. Gathered. Branches 17. Wood 17. Tap rocks to gather at Tap rocks to gather at vertical 6. Gathered. Stone 21. Flint. Tap obsidian rocks to gathered. Obsidian 59. Obsidian 17.
Oh, baby,
Obsidian
we're getting
21.
that obsidian. That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Tap rocks to gather at Tap rocks to gather at vertical 4.
We're going to be building our
Gathered.
special
Stone
weapons
24.
sooner than
Flint
we think.
24. Metal 24. Tap obsidian rocks to gathered. Obsidian 21. Tap rocks to gather at vertical 2. Gathered. Stone 17. Flint 17. Tap burnt trees to gather at vertical 1. Gathered. Branches 17. Wood 7. Nothing left to gather. Nothing left to gather from this. Nothing left to gather. Tap rocks to gather at vertical 2. Gathered. Stone 14. Flint 14. Tap rocks to gather at vertical 4. Gathered. Stone 14. Flint 14. Metal
Now,
14.
I want to say this. I do want there is an accessibility change that I do believe that is important. Now, I'm noticing that the certain objects on these gather pages are very dark in color. Now, we should be able to have a toggle that we can turn the color spectrums on or off for these things so that they can be different colors. Now, I am particularly able to notice things that are very bright white, so I'd actually like to be able to change the spectrum or the color scheme of these gather pages, because these are tactile and touch mode kind of gameplay. I would also like to be able to make them maybe glow, vibrate, or perhaps
Nothing
be
left to gather
like,
from this rock square at vertical 4.
Please, shush. I would like to be able to change the color spectrum to a white, a really bright white, or a glowing white, or a glowing green, or red, or yellow, or something that's a little flashing. Obviously not enough to trigger anything that would be harmful, but I'd like to be able to set those preferences. Some of us who do have very dim but kind of usable vision could actually benefit from having objects certain colors. Now, that would be, of course, a checkbox, because obviously those who do not require that, it might be too much color for them. So these are future accessibility features that could be quite useful. And of course, I'm colorblind, but to an extent, I can see certain colors. In fact, I have to say, sometimes I can see some things like white pretty well. So I don't know exactly the shape, but sometimes I can make out the barest of its image, but it's also something I can use to kind of locate objects in places. I can locate frames and things like that. So I would really like to be able to change and toggle colors for the gathering page. But yeah, I'm liking that I'm getting all my obsidian here. So we're going to spend the rest of the episode picking up as much obsidian as possible, because I do need to go back to the previous world, and I do need to get my metal boat.
Tap
Metal
obsidian
ship.
rocks to gather at vertical. Tap obsidian rocks to gathered. Obsidian 21.
Obsidian 4. Nothing left to gather. Tap rocks to gather at vertical. Tap rocks to gather at vertical 7. Gather. Stone 10. Flint 10. Metal 10. Tap obsidian rocks to gather. Obsidian 14. Tap obsidian rocks to gather. Obsidian 10. Nothing left to gather. Nothing left to gather. Tap obsidian rocks to gather. Obsidian 10. Now, for object differentiation.
I'm going to find a better word. For the difference in objects, I'd like us to maybe use outlines of different colors. So if we really have to have dark colors for things like obsidian, because obsidian is a darker colored rock for the purposes of this game, I do believe if we had a preference to be able to turn outlines on or flashing colors on, that would be really cool for those of us who do use any residual vision or any residual image or light perception to be able to locate these things. Now, this is just me talking, about some futuristic meta possibilities,
Nothing left to gather from
beta
this obsidian.
possibilities, but I'm saying that this could be a valuable way for players to be able to utilize what vision they do have to locate things. Now, it doesn't help anybody who's not using any vision, who is completely blind. So it's not exactly something that would be active all the time. Again, a lot of accessibility is a checkbox,
Tap rocks to gather at vertical 6. Gathered. Stone 14. Flint 14. Tap obsidian rocks to gathered. Obsidian 21. Nothing left to gather from this. Tap obsidian rocks to gather. Tap obsidian rocks to gathered. Obsidian 21.
I've been talking a lot about the whole tactile map and the haptic feedback. Like, you could walk on this gather page and locate objects simply by feeling it vibrate. You'd know something was there.
Nothing left to gather from this obsidian.
Very cool. I do believe that's a feature that should be a checkbox. I don't know if we need to have it for every single object, but it could be really cool because you know something was there. It's like you're actually feeling that object on the screen, and that is so cool. And one of the persons who was in the live chat mentioned that, because I've been talking about how we could tactile feel if one of the blocks is a combo block that causes the objects that we carry in our bag to gather multiple items. Now, we have all these gathering tools, but as a sighted person, you're able to take advantage of it, but as a blind person, you're not able to take advantage of all these specialized tools that we've spent our hard-earned resources on. I would like us, as persons who are visually impaired and blind, to be able to take advantage of the tools that we spent resources on. And that would only happen if it was verbalized through voiceover, or a tactile vibrating kind of haptic feedback system was in effect.
Nothing left to get.
Say though, I really want us to be able to do something with resources that we're not using.
Nothing
now,
left to gather from this
I have
square
no
vertical 6,
idea
horizontal 4,
if
dimmed,
everything
button.
we have is still going to be relevant. I do want us, when we're not using something, to be able to do something with the stuff. Either it's making bows, like making arrows for our bow, or it's making improvements to our new camp. So if you didn't know, 4.6 introduced camp, so it makes a lot more sense for our character to actually have a place to go and do stuff. Like, where is all the stuff that we're gathering? I would love to see a very huge storage area. That is our inventory, obviously, but I'd like it to mean something like we are building up our camp. I want us to be able to improve our camp, make it bigger, add more buildings, maybe unlock special buildings. You might say, what kind of special buildings are you talking about unlocking, Michael? Well, I'd like to unlock trade skills, which means we can take those trade goods we're buying throughout the world and use them to build certain items for the game. Maybe they would unlock extra clan skills. Maybe they would unlock better fishing skills. Maybe they would be able to unlock fishing gear like bobbers and bait, and unlock special sea creatures and fish, crustaceans, octopus, whatever, octopi. Maybe there'd be a hunting feature that you can hunt for birds or hunt for special monsters that live underground. I like to have the ability to maybe burrow through mountains and find valuable gems and gold. Wouldn't it be great if we can find precious gems? We're digging all the time in this ore. Why wouldn't we be able to find special gems and ore? I'd love to have those capabilities built into the game. So yeah, those are some of the things I'd like to see happen.
Nothing left to gather from this. Nothing left. Nothing vertical 7, horizontal 4.
But I really want the camp to unlock maybe a fortress, a castle, a special fortifications, and I want our camp to be attacked by zombies and monsters and snakes. So depending on how poor our camp defenses are, we might get attacked in our sleep and woken up by a snake or a zombie. Wouldn't that be really cool? So then you'd have to fight that zombie and then have to go back to sleep again. And if your sleep was interrupted, your character wouldn't be rested. You'd also lose more health and more water throughout the day. I'd love to have the camp include a fortifications. So your character would have to defend your stores. And if you didn't, then monsters could steal some of your valuables, maybe even your golden gems and your coins. So I'd love to have human bandits, humanoid style bandits, like all these soldiers and thugs. Why aren't they trying to steal our money? We're carrying millions of coins. So I'd like to have a system where those thugs, bandits, and humans are trying to attack us. I love to have some roving, really hard enemies that attack you for your money.
Nothing left to gather from this rock square vertical 6.
And if you beat them, you get some of their gear. And I want creatures to drop things. I really do. It doesn't have to be the state-of-the-art items that we build from bosses, but it could be enchantment pieces. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, you would get an enchantment that would raise the power of this weapon by a small percent. You'd need many of them to move it to the max level. also, I've noticed in many games, a lot of games allow you to increase the item that you currently have, the main weapon you have's ability to be more powerful. For instance, you would find objects to upgrade your weapon, and then you would individually level up each individual upgrade, which could be really a satisfying system for those who are minimaxers and those who enjoy really deeply going into a game system and finding satisfaction in unlocking these elements. I love to have talents. Like I've talked a lot about this, but I really want to be able to have a class system. And if we can't have a class system, then let me unlock abilities that give me class system type of powers. I would love spells. I would love maybe lockpicking skills to look for treasure chests that are scattered throughout the world. Give me charisma-based abilities so I can talk to adventurers and other people throughout the world. Let's put people into the game of Swordy Quest. There are actual people around that I can talk to. Make random encounters, make city encounter, make town encounters. Make it so that I can have conversations with people so that I can find special events to go check out, places to go, places to visit, mysteries to solve. And let's also create more difficulties as far as puzzles. The search puzzles are fun. Let's make more type of search puzzles, maybe with enemies that pop up if we get too many wrong answers, specialized enemies that might do more. Let's make sure that enemies can use poison, petrification, stuns, things like that on us. Wouldn't it be cool if the sand boss could stun you with an attack so it got 2 hits off? Perfect chance it gets to kill you, because right now no boss can kill you because you can always stop and heal. Wouldn't it be cool if bosses and very dangerous monsters could stun you, then make it an extra hit, maybe an extra 3 hit? Maybe a boss could petrify you and it gets several hits. What if a boss could poison you? You'd lose steady health. So it's not just hit, take a hit, oop, I gotta heal, hit, take a hit. Let's change that system. Let's make it so it's more dynamic and there's more chances for me to win or lose based on my skill. I want to win and lose based on my skill. That's what I want. And I want some arrows because I'm grabbing all these branches. I need to turn these into arrows. And maybe the more I do, the better I get at it. Maybe the more I grab ore, the better I get at it. And I find very special rare ore. Maybe once every 1,000 ore grabs, I find ruby or diamond or something super fantastic. I love to skin animals, so more than just a simple leather. Let's add snowy leather, watery leather, lava leather. Oh, that would be awesome. Lava leather. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you love to just gather more than the stuff you gather? And it can all be flavor, y'all. I'm not saying each one of these things needs to restart the whole game from scratch. I'm saying a lot of things are just flavor. A lot of things are just flavor. Let's add more flavor, because there's so much here we can do. The game's accessible and beautiful and gorgeous. Let's add more flavor to give us more variety of things to do.
Nothing left to gather from the... Tap rocks to gather at verticals. Tap rocks to gather at vertical 0. Gathered. Stone 21. Flint 21.
How about the ability to craft items that are
Nothing
market
left to gather from
valued?
this.
How about the ability to take obsidian and craft it into an amulet or talisman or gem or extra weapon that isn't a fighting weapon but a sellable weapon? And you take a risk on crafting items. Like for instance, I want to craft an obsidian panther, but I have to get these ingredients together. And when I make it, there's a chance, as it says, it won't work. Or it won't work right. But there's also a chance that it works really well and it's a magical item. So I want us to be able to craft items that can become super fantastic and maybe be powerful, and maybe they're even sellable throughout the world, but you have to go to certain parts of the world to sell them. Maybe there's a special market that you sell that obsidian panther to. Maybe there's a special wizard's market that you sell the magical version of the obsidian panther, and maybe there's even a super good obsidian panther that the player will not give up because it gives them a companion. So maybe that's the Pokemon part of this game. You craft items that create companions that will fight alongside you, which would be super fantastic, you know?
Nothing left to gather from this. Nothing left to gather from this. Nothing left to. Nothing left to. Nothing left to gather. Nothing left. Nothing left to gather. Nothing left to gather from this rock. Nothing left. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
As soon as we finish this, we're going to wrap it up for now. Because I've got a lot of gathering to do, and I'm not going to get it all done tonight, and I want to get this thing edited and put up. But I just wanted to throw out these really cool suggestions and ideas because they are burning a hole in my skull, and I just have to get them out. So those are some of my really most awesome ideas and suggestions to improve Swordy Quest and prepare it for the next generation of Swordiers. So those would be Swordylicious and Swordy Sensational. You know, getting my Swordy on is a full-time job, you know what I'm saying? So I love those ideas, creating and crafting items out of the current resources in the game, and there being a RNG dynamic so that they aren't automatically perfect. Players would have to craft them many times to have an opportunity to create a perfect one, and there would be items that you can gain to make the possibility of crafting one better. Now, these items wouldn't be immediately open to the most expensive. Players would have to gather resources that make this happen. So if you have 1 trillion like coins, you just can't buy everything. You're going to actually have to go around the world, find these specialized deposits. You're going to have to get in there, dig it out. You're going to have to go to your lab, your camp. Your camp is going to be upgradable. You're going to have to go to your camp, to your alchemy lab, to your processing area, to your factory, to your whatever, and you're going to have to build and risk and experiment to build these specialized items that will give you opportunities for things like trinkets. I would love our character to have more than what we have. We could definitely use a trinket that would give us specialized abilities that would last for a short period of time and give us more power. For instance, something that would increase our attack power for maybe a minute, something that would increase our defense for maybe 30-40 seconds, something that would increase our ability to find more treasure. It would more resources, just many versions of what we already have that the player can enact by finding the proper things. I also talked about changing the gather field so that we could make them different colors so that players who don't have some residual vision might be able to change the color scheme. And for those who are colorblind, there'd be a way for them to see the colors that are on the gather pages a little differently. I also talked about the fact that we need to have monsters that do more than just take a hit, give a hit. How about some status capabilities? How about some stuns, petrification, poison? There are so many status effects that are just free to use that will be really amazing. And I've heard that there are some fun things you can do, like take over villages and stuff, and it's coin based and things like that. Those are great. Let's add more to that, but let's make it more than just about coins. Let's make it about your crafting. Let's make it about exploration, and that would be some of the cool things I want to see happen in Swordy. So thank you all very much. I've enjoyed this episode, coming up with these cool ideas. Just sitting here sometimes when I'm sorting, I come up with these ideas, and I know it's not ideal for an episode that you're all just watching me, but I love these ideas because they are fun and they just get my creative juices flowing. So everyone, keep gathering this weekend. Enjoy it. You've got another few more hours to go. Get as much in as you can, and I'll be back on Wednesday for Swordy Quest SQ21. So lucky 21, blackjack. Everyone, take care of yourself and love yourself and each other, and always be kind, because we're going to hang out again tomorrow. Take care.